What's up, everyone? This is H.A. Duke, and today I'm streaming RCW Showdown Episode 1. Now, this is the first episode for the celebrity brand. You're basically going to see celebrities, cartoon characters, comic book characters, etc., on this show, unlike on Rampage, which is all original calls. So, going to be streaming this show today, and on this show I'll be crowning 3 of the 4 championships. So 3 of the 4 champions from this show will be crowned here. There's going to be a lot of 8-man, 10-man matches. So hopefully the show will go by fairly quickly. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe and comment. Definitely helps in terms of keeping me motivated enough to keep doing this. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and click on it and show you what the lineup is for this show. So kicking things off, we're going to have an 8-lady battle royal over the top rope. The winner of this battle royal will be crowned the first ever RCW Women's Champion. Or not even the Women's Champion. It's actually called Crown of Roses. So they'll be the Crown of Roses Champion, which is exclusive to Showdown. That's the women's title for Showdown. So we've got She-Hulk, Taylor Swift, Shitara, Wonder Woman, Black Widow, John Gray, Supergirl, and Paris Hilton. Now, out of these ladies, I think Paris Hilton has been in RCW before, and She-Hulk was in RCW years ago, very briefly. I'm not sure if any of these other ladies... Seems like Taylor Swift may have been in RCW at one time, but I can't remember. The rest of them, I think, are all new. But either way, the winner of this match will be crowned the RCW Crown of Roses Champion, which is the exclusive women's championship on Showdown. Kicking things off into the tag team division, I've got 8 tag teams established right now on Showdown. So what I've done is I'm going to have 2 8-man over-the-top rope battle royals, splitting these tag teams up, much like what I did on Rampage on Wednesday, except there it was 10-man. But anyway, the winners of these matches will take their represented team to next week's episode of Showdown to compete for the RCW tag team titles. Now, in the event, say Panthro wins here and Tiger wins the next one, then the Thundercats would automatically be RCW Tag Team Champions. So for the first one, we've got Freddy Krueger representing the Horror Club, Beavis, of course, representing Beavis and Butthead, Spock representing Star Trek, Panthro representing the Thundercats, Batman representing Justice League, Captain America representing the Avengers, Vegeta representing Super Saiyans, and then Wolverine representing the X-Men. Now, out of these guys, I think the only ones that's ever actually been in RCW is Spock and Beavis. I think they were in RCW years ago, back whenever I first started it up. So the rest of them, of course, will be making their debut. Third match on the card, of course, is the other half of those 8 tag teams competing in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. This will be Jason Voorhees. He's Freddy Krueger's tag team partner. Then we got Butthead, of course, Beavis' tag team partner. Captain Kirk, of course, will be Spock's tag team partner. Tigra representing Thundercats. Superman representing the Justice League. Iron Man representing the Avengers. Goku representing Super Saiyans. And finally, Cyclops representing the X-Men. Fourth match will be a 10-man battle royal. I honestly don't remember which 10-man I put in this, but this one here, I got the 2 matches backwards. This one's actually going to be for the RCW Hollywood Championship, which is the top title on the Showdown brand. I can't remember which 10 guys are in there. I know Hulk is in there, and He-Man, and Skeletor, which are RCW guys, from 10 years ago. There's a few others. I can't remember all of them. I think Chuck Norris is in it. But anyway, so the winner of this Royal Rumble match will be crowned RCW Hollywood Champion. And in the final match for the RCW United States Championship, I've got 10 other guys in that one. I know Homer Simpson's in it. Spider-Man, I think's in there. The Flash. There's a few other ones. Like I said, I can't remember exactly all of them that are in these matches, but hopefully they'll still be pretty entertaining. You guys will enjoy them. People who like seeing these fantasy matchups and cartoons and comics and stuff like that. Now, of course, with the exception of Tigra, every single one of these characters I downloaded off of Community Creations. Now, Tigra, I downloaded a base for him, but whoever created him did a horrible job. So I had to do a lot of work on him. He still isn't perfect, but he's to me, I think he's pretty dang good for what you've got to work with. So I think he came out all right. Also, I need to take that back. I also made Spock because there wasn't a Spock. So I basically just took Captain Kirk and kind of tweaked him a little bit to the best of my ability, gave him the pointed ears and the slanted eyebrows to create Spock. Because you can't have RCW without Spock. Because we remember the whole feud that he had with Smokey 10 years ago fighting over Paris Hilton. Probably some of the best stuff I ever did in RCW, and I wish to God I never lost that channel because those were some awesome shows back in the day. But so anybody who's followed RCW from the beginning and can really think back that far and remember that, which I'm sure Smokey remembers it, Nerdy probably remembers it, Daniel probably remembers it. So yeah, got to have Spock in RCW. All right, guys. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and start the show. Just like I did on Rampage, there's no entrances. The matches, as soon as they load up, they're just going to go straight into the match. Whenever the show is over, we'll go back and talk about everything that's happened. Hopefully none of these titles will glitch out like the RCW World Championship did on Wednesday. I've got to figure out what is messing that championship up so that it'll actually show properly in the game. But we'll work with that later on. All right, that's enough talking. Hope you guys enjoy the show, and I'll talk to you when it's over. All right, guys. Well, that takes care of this week's episode of the RCW Showdown. I'm just going to go back over real quick here. So the first match, of course, being the 8-lady over-the-top rope battle royal to crown the first RCW Crown of Roses champion, and that was won by Shitara. Now, something I don't understand, I mean, if you look in the background, you can see the title clearly, no problem. But for whatever reason, whenever they present it in the match, it's all glitched out. It was the same way with the RCW World Championship on Rampage on Wednesday. I'm going to tinker around a little bit with the belts and see if I can get that fixed. And if I don't, by the time I get to RCW Resurrection at the end of the month, then I'm most likely just going to use WWE templates for the belts and just put an RCW logo over it. I think it'll suck, but at least it'll work and it won't be so glitched out. But anyway, so Shitara wins, so she's the first ever RCW Crown of Roses winner. I thought that was a pretty good match, honestly. I liked how Paris Hilton had eliminated Taylor Swift and then kind of like danced and posed at her after she eliminated her. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked how Black Widow and John Gray kept going at it. That was pretty awesome. So it was pretty cool. Now, Supergirl being the first one eliminated, that was kind of a shock. You know, I thought Supergirl would last a little bit longer. But when these Battle Royal Rumble matches, they're so unpredictable. I mean, anybody can win. So, can't really say much. But anyways, moving on to the first half of the tag team Battle Royals, we got to see Wolverine win. So, him and Cyclops have advanced to the RCW Tag Team title match that will take place on next week's episode of RCW Showdown. This match I thought was pretty good. Spock really shocked me. I mean, there was for a while there, it came down to Spock, Batman, and Wolverine. I really thought Spock had it. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is actually going to win this. He was dominating both Batman and Wolverine for about a good 3 to 5 minutes there. And finally, they just got tired of him, got rid of him, and then they competed amongst themselves, and Wolverine finally picked it up. Awesome match, I thought. I thought all 8 of the guys did really well. Beavis as well. I was shocked with Beavis. I thought, him eliminating Panthro and Captain America, that was like, wow. Did not see that one coming. That's one thing I'm going to enjoy about watching RCW this season is that it's so unpredictable what's going to happen in Universe Mode. And I'm hoping Universe Mode does justice and doesn't screw things up whenever I kind of turn things over. Once I get past RCW Resurrection, with the exception of a few little minor things here and there, for the most part, I'm just going to let Universe Mode take over, and we'll see where it goes. But anyways, moving on to the other half of the RCW Tag Team title Battle Royal matches, we saw Iron Man win this one. Superman, the first one out. That was a little shocking. Captain Kirk, went out pretty quick. Butthead didn't last very long either. Now, Jason Voorhees, I thought he did really awesome in this match. I honestly thought he was going to win it, but it just wasn't his night. So either way, Iron Man advanced. So next week on Showdown, it's going to be the X-Men, which is Wolverine and Cyclops, and they're going to be taking on the Avengers, which is Iron Man and Captain America. The winners of that match will be the RCW Tag Team Champions. And then we had the 10-man Royal Rumble match. I thought I made this for the title. I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, regardless of what happened, Pennywise won this match. So he is the RCW Hollywood Champion. And, of course, that's the top title here on Showdown. Now, in a way, in all honesty, this doesn't surprise me. Now, Pennywise came in last. But at the same time, he freaking dominated. We saw that on a showcase match that I did where I had the Carnival of the Damned took on all 4 members of the Horror Club in what I called a horror match, which basically it's an 8-man tag elimination. The only way you can be eliminated is by knockout. Well, the Carnival of the Damned came down to, I think it was Adam, Ryan, and the Great Malenko. And they had eliminated every member of the Horror Club except for Pennywise. Well, Pennywise outlasted and beat all 3 of them by himself. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So Pennywise is the top champion here on Showdown now. And then you've got Omega, the top champion on Rampage. Maybe down the road sometime just for fun, I may do Omega versus Pennywise just to see what would happen. But either way, Pennywise is the Hollywood champion. And in our final match, this one right here blew my freaking mind. Anyone who has followed RCW or HCW since its inception back in June of 2008, you will remember Homer Simpson was part of the original RCW. He never won any matches. He was all the time jobbing out, losing to everybody. He was put in matches that he should have won against guys like Zach and Cody from The Sweet Life. I mean, that's how desperate I got back in the day. But either way, Homer Simpson never won a match. Well, when Mr. T was the commissioner of RCW, he made an ultimatum to Homer Simpson, and he told him, look, you got one last opportunity, and if you lose this match, you're fired from RCW. I can't remember who he fought. It may have been Johnny J or Spectacular or somebody like that. I can't remember. But regardless, Homer Simpson lost a match, and of course he was fired. Never used him again. That was it. He was done. Well, now he makes his return to RCW a little over 10 years later. Not only was he the first man, or one of the first two men in this Battle Royal matchup, he went on and outlasted the other 9 guys and won it. So now Homer Simpson is the RCW United States Champion. I never would have guessed that. I mean, this is a title that's been held by guys like Smokey. I think Spectacular may have held it as well. I mean, this is basically RCW's mid-card title, the same thing as the Intercontinental title. I think Dagger had it at one point. The Incredible Hulk has had it. Hancock has had it. There's been a lot of awesome RCW United States champions in the past. I believe Johnny J as well. But either way, Homer Simpson's the RCW United States champion. That's pretty crazy. But it just goes to show once again what can happen in the unpredictability of a Royal Rumble or a Battle Royal matchup. Will he be able to hold on to it? I don't know. We'll see in the coming weeks as I start working towards determining number 1 contenders going into RCW Resurrection. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I hope you enjoy these celebrities, these cartoon characters, comic book characters, if you will. The only character that is on this roster that was not shown on this show is Aquaman. I've actually got 21 single some competitors. Aquaman just came out, bad luck, so he didn't get an opportunity for a shot at either one of the singles titles. But he is on the main roster, so that's the only guy that you guys didn't get to see here on Showdown today. So either way, a 45-man roster. I think that's a pretty strong roster. I got 54 over on Rampage. So I'm pretty good. That's 99 calls in all. There's one spot left that'll probably go to Rampage. So if you're watching and you're a fan of RCW, if you follow along for a while and you're really interested and you want to see your guy on the show, just give me a holler and let me know. It needs to be a singles male competitor because my women's roster on Rampage is full, and so is, of course, you can't be tag team because I've only got one slot available. So if you're interested, just hit me up and let me know. So don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm probably going to work next week, towards the first of the week, of getting all of the new RCW information uploaded on the HCW forums, which are the ones that I use for HCW 3.0. Probably going to transit them over to RCW forums. Because, I mean, in all honesty, would this be an RCW? There's still a title history there, all that good stuff. Hugo Ryan, like I said, he's the HCW Iron Ring champion. He's had that title for over 2 years. Going to be, defending it here in RCW. So we'll see how much longer he can hold on to that. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more RCW action. And I will see you guys again next week for the next episode of RCW Rampage. This is H.A. Duke signing out.